I feel like we should swap couches. This is like the Twilight.
You're right. No, you're right.
This is like the Twilight Zone.
This is the Twilight Zone.
It's the Twilight
We
Zone
should
episode.
switch episode. Switch episode. We should switch spots. Be a good idea. I hate this. I did this. I used to sit here.
Yeah, dude.
I had to look to my right.
It's not good.
Yucky.
Welcome to Pod-A-Mania. My name is Eddie. His name is Dylan.
It's all backwards.
This is
Everything's upside down.
This is a weekly wrestling podcast most of the time.
Wait, should we switch roles for the? Nah, I don't want to do
No.
all that work. I don't want to do all that work.
Because you don't know how to do it the way that I do.
I don't think you could do what I do.
Go ahead and follow that damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod _EWO3 at Bozo Dills.
You should keep the socials on the correct sides though.
Yeah, I would like to also shout out our Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you don't follow us over there, please follow us over there on all streaming platforms.
If you're listening on Spotify, I want you to comment your favorite color.
And most of the time we cover SmackDown from last week, Raw from this week, and anything in between. But if you caught our SummerSlam reactions episode, that was your Fed episode this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of it is a promise I made of, it's an anti-Fed episode, but also we didn't want to just talk about Raw. Because it would have been a short episode.
It would have been a very short episode if we covered, we could cover just the general things, like John Cena did lose his title belt to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we kind of, we
Seth
failed to cover that due to the Brock
Seth Rollins did cash in his Money in the Bank. Naomi ended up retaining.
But we talked about all that already with Matt.
Exactly.
Which,
so
if you haven't watched that episode already, do go back and watch. It's always fun having Matt because we all just get a little more
loose.
It's just so we talk over each other so much more, but it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's what reaction content should be. Immediate reaction content should be fun. I think the weekly episode's more... I'm never going to say sophisticated with us because we're dumb, but yeah.
But yeah, usually we cover SmackDown from last week, Raw from this week, and anything in between. But just due to our overall morale with the WWE product...
Plus not having enough content in the WWE sphere.
We're jumping into a little bit of a Twilight Zone this week. This is the anti-Fed episode.
I want you to edit the Twilight Zone screen and put anti-Fed and then turn it into an AEW logo.
We watched AEW Dynamite for the first time ever in full as a pair of two podcast hosts. That is how that statement is accurate.
Yeah, because we usually watch the product on our own and then come together. But we sat here together and watched all of AEW Dynamite while preparing.
So let us know if you actually enjoy us being prepared and watching the product we talk weekly about.
Hey, some of us do watch the product that we talk about. Not going to name names and point fingers.
Who said that? Yeah, but let's get right into Dynamite, guys. It's gonna be a fun episode because I'm gonna be kind of answering questions along the way. Anything that Dylan has, I have some knowledge of AEW. Please correct me in the comments if I get anything wrong.
This is my first AEW Dynamite episode ever.
Yes.
So I think this is gonna be a fun thought exercise and a breath of fresh air into how we probably should do the SmackDown and Raw episodes, because watching the shows makes the job a lot easier.
It does provide context for what we are actually talking about.
Yeah, a lot of times I feel like we miss the mark, and then I watch the actual spot and things later, and I'm like, oh, the context was there.
Yeah, but forbid context, forbidden door. We open up Dynamite here with AEW's generational talent, MJF. He basically says he's going to beat the brakes off of Mark Briscoe in the main event, sending him down to his dead brother.
Crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
And he also has a clipboard with the clipboard in the bank.
Yeah, so
the Las Vegas poker chip,
the Gauntlet Casino, the Casino Gauntlet winner, who holds the contract to cash in at a WWE or a AEW World Championship opportunity anytime. Hey, we usually cover WWE.
I know, but so you told me earlier when they pulled down a giant poker chip.
They do pull down a giant poker chip, yes, because the pay-per-view is held in Vegas. It's kind of along the theming of all that.
Okay, this is all new, and that's hilarious.
Yeah. This is, I think it's the second time he's won the poker chip. The first time was when he came back as the devil and cashed it. I think he cashed it in.
Should I ask?
Point.
Should I even ask?
No, it's like we're gonna be here for.
He's the devil.
Well, like in a way, what was the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And it was the whole like MJF hates Tony Khan. He's not showing up to work, and then he like showed up out of nowhere. It's
so he's like me at my job. I got it. Got it.
But no, MJF had a great opening promo. I think a lot of the booking of AEW is very reminiscent of like, I don't know if you've watched any like early WWF or even the WCW episodes.
A little bit.
Where like stuff is happening immediately. You are thrown into the action and you just kind of get updates throughout the night. And that's what you really get from AEW, in my opinion.
I liked the pacing. Like, because we were trying to speed through, and it's hard to speed through because they pace it really well. I feel like with a lot of WWE product, it's pretty easy to speed through. And this match, I kind of just need to see the ending. This match, XYZ. Like, I feel like I wanted to watch everything, and there was nothing that I really like watched and was like, man, I could have skipped that. Like, I think that is what was cool.
Yeah, I mean, and they keep it very like concise with segments, interviews, matches.
Matches are so much longer.
Yeah,
like it was like I was expecting that tag match to be so much faster.
Yeah,
and even just
with the Young Bucks in it.
Yeah. But it's just I don't know. I thought that was gonna last a little long or a little shorter. The women's match was great. We'll get to all those, but like even the opening match was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, the opening match between Jon Moxley and Speedball Mike Bailey. You are familiar with Jon Moxley simply because he was Dean Ambrose in the WWE.
And I know MVP hates Spike. He doesn't hate him. I'm sorry.
Allegedly
MVP.
MVP does not understand Speedball Mike Bailey.
And we're just gonna say, yeah.
Hey, it's understandable. It's understandable the 51-year-old black man doesn't understand the French Canadian with pronouns. It's understandable.
Is it a big deal?
No.
I don't know if we're the people to say that, but from the seat I'm in,
which is technically my seat.
Yeah. It makes sense, and I think we're overreacting a little bit, guys, but I get it.
Jon Moxley defeated Speedball Mike Bailey in this opening contest. What notes do you have?
It's kind of wild hearing Taz and Tony Schiavone call their partner Excalibur.
Yes,
that's a little jarring at first.
There is a masked man on commentary called Excalibur.
It's a little jarring to hear the commentary be like Taz and like, oh, Tony and Excalibur.
They are calling a grown man Taz though.
Yeah, but that's his wrestling. Like, we called
that is his
Jerry the
government.
King Lawler.
Yeah, I know.
You get what, but like hearing Excalibur called out was a little like,
yeah,
okay. To do the heel and face entrance thing is cool that they do. I do enjoy that. The match itself was great. Nothing really to write down other than like it's an opener match, so it's not going to be anything grandesque.
Yeah,
but it's what it needed to be.
I mean, you're familiar with Jon Moxley. You said that he's
there was attempted murder in this match.
He's more scary when he's bald.
Yeah, he's scary when he's bald. And then there was attempted murder.
Yeah,
that was. I don't know any of the people involved in the attempted murder either. So
we are talking about Darby Allin putting a plastic bag, or Yeah, putting a plastic bag over.
Oh, that was Darby Allin. I know who that is.
Wheeler Yuta's head.
Don't know who
in the
that
middle
is.
of this match. He's a part of Blackpool Combat Club with John Moxley, the Death Riders.
Okay.
But then, what do you think of Speedball Mike Bailey?
Fun. Very fun. Had a couple spots where I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
No, he's fun. Definitely proved his name on like the independents over these last couple of years. Made a name for himself in like DPW shout out, and like he's wrestled for TNA. He's just a high flyer. He's a fun, like, he doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah. There's just a couple moves where you're just like in shock.
Yeah.
It just, when you watch WWE every week and you see really fast-paced wrestling, that's still 20 minutes.
It could be jarring though.
It's a lot. Like the first match was a good. I think that's such a good opener if you've never watched. Like, because Moxley has the I just want to beat the brakes off your dome.
Yeah.
And Speedball is just go and go, go. It's exactly what AEW is. It's the two staunch differences. So to have that be the first match kind of get you going.
For sure. Overall, I enjoyed the match. John Moxley's always fun. I don't think he's as fun in the Death Riders faction. I miss Wild Thing. It shows how long I've been watching AEW. But overall, it's a very good match. He's set up for him versus Kevin Knight next week, which should be good if this was anything to say about that. Moving on, we had a fatal four-way women's match to earn a spot in the TBS title match at Forbidden Door between Alex Windsor, Sky Blue, Queen Aminata, and Billie Starks.
Queen Aminata is a hard name.
Yeah.
That is a dope name. And she had some sick spots.
All of them did. I genuinely prefer AEW women's wrestling over WWE's.
I think I agree, unless it's Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the 19th time.
I think there's just more variation between the wrestlers.
I think they have different. They like you said, variation. Like it feels like they all have different movesets, like completely.
Yeah.
Like you could tell they all learned their own style on the way up, rather than was trained in a certain style.
The WWE style.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. Like you can just tell like they have that indie feel, and I feel like indie wrestling caters, like that speed caters to women wrestling a lot. When you watch WWE, as it's a bit slower and a bit more
methodical.
They just have WWE have their pace. The women have their pace, and it's gotten so good. Like this isn't to hate on WWE's women wrestling. The pacing is just like you know, the PLE women's matches have been amazing as of late.
Yeah.
But this one match that I've gotten to see from the women is like, oh, I get it. I get how it feels. And
this wasn't even like with like Toni Storm was just on the sidelines for this
with so much aura. The fit was aura.
We didn't even see like Mercedes Moné wrestle. We didn't see Willow or Chris Statlander. Like this was literally like, I don't want to say the rookie league, but like the up and comers. I haven't seen much of Alex Windsor. Queen Aminata has been proving herself in Ring of Honor.
Face to ass was crazy.
Yeah. It's just that move will pop anybody in any company. And speaking of a reliable pop for the audience, Mercedes Moné is here. She has 8 belts, guys. She does a little dance, you know.
Okay. As somebody who doesn't watch AEW, the belts look awesome coming out. Like it looks cool. The exact note is 8 belt Monet is hilarious for someone who didn't have to deal with all this.
What do you mean?
I didn't have to deal with like the her getting here and everyone groaning like, oh, it's 2 belts. Oh, it's 3. Oh, it's 4. Oh, it's 5. Because that's probably what it felt like. Was like, oh, 2 belts. Like, 3 belts. Oh, okay, they want to one up everybody. Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we're still going at 8. But also her taking off each
And then
individual belt
weighing the ref down.
and weighing the ref down was objectively hilarious.
Yeah.
To get to the belt that she was defending, which is where the first time I asked this question, because I asked this question a couple times throughout tonight, how many belts does this company have? Is it 60?
It is around 15 or 16, I believe, and that is not including title belts from
6 of her belts, MJF's belt, I think Ember Moon or whatever she goes by now's belt.
It's like 15 to 16, and that's AEW and Ring of Honor titles.
Oh, Ring of Honor counts as well.
Yeah, well, because they
There's like 30 belts. I saw more belts tonight than I did at a Men's Warehouse.
I mean, this is just how it's going to be with WWE and AAA.
I don't think so. I don't really think so. Because there's a separation between NXT and the main roster, right? So that's why the TNA doesn't feel like as many.
No, AAA.
No, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we're going to go take their world title and put it on our show consistently.
It's going to Dom.
Dom's not going to win that match.
You haven't read that? Dom's winning that match, and he's going to be the new face of Mexico. They're putting him on the flag.
Peso Pluma is going to be the new face of Mexico?
So I've heard. Don Callis gifted Kyle Fletcher a painting.
Oh, wait, I had one more question about the women. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries.
My question was, what title in the company does Toni Storm have that Mercedes doesn't, that she's fighting for? I'm confused on the tier of belts.
Yeah.
Because in WWE, it's a little easier to tell.
Yes.
Off of looks.
Yes.
So, what's the tier of
Toni
belts?
Storm just defeated Mercedes Moné at All In.
Yes, I watched that
for
match.
the women's world title.
So the tier 1.
So the tier 1, the main one.
Yes.
Made her really sad. That's why she told Renee to piss off earlier on in the show. That kind of thing.
So she had 9 belts.
I think she had. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I think she might have had 8, lost 1,
and then went and got
and
another
she was
one.
Like, yeah, because I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, she has the main one. Mercedes Moné has the TBS title, which is like the
tier 2, the IC. Okay.
United States title.
Is there a third tier, or is it just the 2
for the
women?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, cool.
That would be like the Ring of Honor titles. That would be like the C
cool.
tier.
Cool.
So it's like
the Ring of Honor's S tier.
Yeah.
Main tier is okay. Makes sense. Got to get there. All right,
Yeah.
Get there. Same thing for the men. I'm guessing it's like the AEW Championship.
Kind of. Those aren't as clear because it's like the AEW World Championship.
Which the tier 1,
that's
A1
the world title.
is the one that
Hangman Adam Page.
has.
Yeah.
The tier 2 is with Okada.
See, that's where it gets weird.
The tier 2s are like
there's two. I think there's 2 or 3.
It's kind of like the IC and US.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's the unified one that Okada has,
Yes.
and then there's one that
the TBS one is the one that Kyle Fletcher has.
and that's like the United States and IC.
And then there is a third tier for the men.
And that would be like the Ring of Honor
cool.
and whatnot.
Okay, makes sense. What were the 3 belts that were out with Don Cal? We are now getting to the Don. What were the 3 belts that were out there?
So that's all of Okada's belts. Okada.
So wait,
when he just won against Kenny Omega at All In.
Those 3 belts got unified.
Yeah, well, it was the 2 belts. So it was the Continental and the International Championship combined into the Unified Championship.
And then what was the 3rd belt?
That's the Unified Championship. That was the Triple Crown. Sorry. The Triple Crown Championship that Okada also had.
So why was Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher talking about Okada?
Because Okada is a part of the Don Callis family.
Oh, okay, we get there. So
Yeah.
he wasn't there physically, but they had the belt.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's taking credit for it because it's
the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Okada's just like cool with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, more or less.
All right. I just sorry, this is all new to me, guys.
Yeah, Don Callis is kind of like AEW's Paul Heyman in
Except
a way.
he has a giant scar and he's bald.
Yeah.
And it's like distractingly bald.
Yeah, they're always telling Don Callis to shut the
sorry
fuck
to
up.
go back to the women roll up. I got to deal with that here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Don Callis pretty much shows off the entire Don Callis family with Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander, those kinds of things. And it's just like Don Callis ends up taking credit for like Okada's victory against Kenny Omega.
I think we skipped the Young Bucks match.
No, that's next.
Oh, then did I type it out of order?
Kyle Fletcher is the new TNT champion after winning it off of Dustin Rhodes last week. And yeah, hopefully we get a pink TNT title for the Proto Star.
He sounds like that.
That was the first thing that came out of your mouth as soon as Kyle Fletcher.
I saw his little Doflamingo bit. I can't wait for you to Google image search that, by the way. It's a One Piece character. I just look it up. Doflamingo,
Yeah.
One Piece. He looks like him.
Mhm.
Like, he's him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, he looks hard. Like Doflamingo, like, oh, I see what he's going for. And then he spoke and
then
he
he's
sounded
Australian.
and then he but it wasn't like smiling friends Australian. It was like I was like I couldn't tell. And it was off-putting. It didn't match him. But what he was saying was cool, and I liked when Don Callis was talking, and he's like, I see that. Like just like
I see that.
like
Yeah.
his little he's cool. I like him. He's fun. I like the Don Callis family thing, and I like what they're doing with Kyle Fletcher, because I saw on Twitter the I'm Nothing Like You with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
So I like it. I think it's fun.
Kyle Fletcher's had a huge come up over this last year. Like he's faced Will Ospreay, really gotten into his own
His fit was so fire.
Yeah. He's really gotten into his own wrestling wise and personality wise.
He's in his bag.
He's not in Ospreay's shadow. He's not necessarily in Callis's shadow either. It's like he is able to shine as the proto star. I
can't get over the nickname, dude.
Yeah.
Proto Star's hilarious. It's like when they make up nicknames for NBA players.
He teams up with Takeshita, and their tag team name is Protest. I'm trying not to say Proto-Shita.
But that's
It.
Prodoshita.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, Don Callis ends up giving Kyle Fletcher a painting. Who really cares?
So AEW just has fun.
Yeah.
This is just it's just I'm here to have a good time.
Well, it's reminiscent of the creation of Adam painting that Chris Jericho made for him and Kevin Owens.
yes,
I'm just
saying this is but I feel like the whole show has been I'm kind of just having fun. I feel like I have more fun watching this than I think they don't. This sounds disrespectful. They don't take it as seriously as WWE does.
They definitely don't take themselves as seriously, but I think they take
the wrestling more seriously, but they don't take the character work as seriously.
Well, it's sports entertainment, and they definitely lean more into the entertainment aspect of it.
Yeah.
And that's completely
I like that.
And that's completely okay. I think both of them lean into the sports and the entertainment in their own capacity.
And in that, the finishers are so much cooler.
Yeah.
Formerly known as Ember Moon's diving stunner.
Yeah.
The O-face.
Yeah.
Ugh, why is that the name of the finisher? But I wrote this note down. That's a crazy move that ends in a suplex. I feel like that happened a lot. That's a crazy. Oh, and it's a DDT.
They're doing a lot of flips for something basic.
Yeah, it's there was it's a German suplex. It's a closed line.
O'Reilly.
Auto parts.
Ow!
But you get what I'm saying. Like when you say they dip more into entertainment, it shows in the way they fight.
I mean, look at this next match between Brody King and Bandito and the Young Bucks.
Oh, you mean when I went super kick? I wonder what's next. Super kick, reversal, super kick. Oh, he's too big. The first one didn't hurt enough. Super kick.
That is a Young Bucks match,
but
unfortunately.
Also, I love this thing they're doing that we watched a great episode for me with the ex-EVPs.
Yeah.
And them not having the budget for the door to come up all the way. The pyro goes off late. They're in the Hamilton fits.
They've gone all the way of like making sure that their
promo video isn't their original one. It's the one they made on the plane there.
Yeah, and like their Titantrons have been like cartoon drawings and like they won't have any pyro when they expect it. It's
like it comes late and it's loud.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, come on." It's very fun. It's very cool. Seeing Brody King and Bandito, you get a little bit more of like just some of that. I don't want to say some of that flippy stuff that
you're gonna say that some of that flippy shit that he's known for.
But yeah, you get to see more wrestlers along those lines.
Just be honest.
That flip around. And
do I have to read the text from Edge?
No.
They just do flips and nosedives and shit, right?
Yeah.
That's the exact text I got. And you know what? I will say there's more than just flips and finishers.
There is more than just flips and finishers. You know, there is big meaty men slapping meat. Like Brody King. Shout out who I'm seeing tonight as this is airing. I'm seeing him at Brain Slam, an event thrown by Adidas and Brody King. I hope I hope
your brain gets slammed.
I hope I get to say what's up to. I hope I get a video of him being like, "My name's Brody King, and this is Pod-A-Mania."
I hope that's going to be our intro for the next year.
Yeah. But it's fun. I like having these bigger guys team up with these smaller guys that they can do flips and shit off of.
Bandito grabs the camera after doing a flip, and they do that a lot in AEW. I feel like the talent touches the camera a lot, and as a film major, I want to smack them all in the fucking face. You're distorting my brain. Stop. But as a viewer of the show, it's like, funny hype. You touched camera.
Yeah.
But as a filmmaker, it's so jarring, and I hate it.
All the way to Brody King and Bandito getting the win over the Young Bucks, advancing into the tag team title
smacked
tournament.
His face on the mat on that propped up 450 while
he bounced off of Brody.
Yeah, Brody's on the ground. He flips him. He flipped straight onto his dome piece. That was crazy.
Yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to more matches between him and like bro-dido and the rest of the AEW tag team division. I'm not really keeping up with that tournament as much as I probably should.
Let's do the Swerve, and then we can do the whole Briscoe into MJF. I want to do it all at once.
So moving on, before we get the MJF ending out the show, we finally get a promo from Swerve Strickland, our new EVP. Yeah, what do we have to say about Swerve Strickland? What he has to say to Okada? What do we think of Prince Nana, Dylan?
Dude, I love him. My notes are all Prince Nana.
Yeah,
because it's who dances with Swerve, and then you told me. If you watch a Swerve Strickland promo, just watch Prince Nana, and it'll be so fun. He's doing like the Birdman hands. He's just so animated, dude. I remember what Swerve said, and I like Swerve's promo. I get the way he talks. They call Okada once in 1,000 years. I'm once ever.
Yeah.
There's never gonna be another me. I love that, but the whole time I'm just Prince Nana is so distracting, and then the end of the promo when Prince Nana jumped when the crown went off. I love how halfway through I went, "Oh, it's a crown," because he's a prince. But yeah, that was great. Swerve was great. Prince Nana, does he like? So he just like stands there.
Yeah. So right now, like as of right now, his role has been to be Swerve's manager. He used to be a Ring of Honor wrestler. I think he just has found himself in more of a managerial position.
So he doesn't like talk.
He does.
He
talks occasionally. He says like whose house, and like he does that. Yeah.
He says whose house? That's what he says.
He says whose house, and then the crowd goes Swerve's
house, and that's when he jumps and flails. So I like that he hits his emotes.
Yeah.
I think like he hits it. So he hits his emotes.
Yeah. He kind of just
he says whose house.
Yeah.
He dances, and he just stands there during I fuck with Prince Nana.
Birdman hand rub. To wrap things up here,
and
we're gonna talk
MJF
about
MJF isn't in the Hurt Syndicate anymore.
MJF not being in the Hurt Syndicate. He worked weeks and weeks and weeks for the approval of not only Shelton Benjamin, not only MVP, but Bobby Lashley as well, and tried to earn the respect of these cohorts. And he said, "I want to hurt people too.
I want to hurt people just like you guys. We hurt people.
We hurt people.
We hurt people.
We hurt people.
We hurt people. We hurt people."
As MVP said, it's always been me. I. MJF is gonna hurt people. No, we hurt people. They hurt people.
So you, MJF, you can go get your big, beautiful belt.
That was a fire bar by MVP.
Man. You MVP, you still got it, man. You still got it. When it comes to the mic work, the Hurt Syndicate, there's something I can't avoid on my Twitter feed. It feels like I watched their interview with Chris Van Vliet. Mm-hmm. They're great. They're awesome. I hate that they don't want to drop the belts yet.
How do you compare the Hurt Syndicate in their presentation to the Hurt Business?
Hurt Syndicate is what the Hurt Business should have been. It's the suits. It's the we hurt people. It's
the West Side Gun theme song.
I just think they kind of. It's just the aura. AEW allows you to have more aura.
It's true.
You can be more yourself. They don't put you into the box of like what your character's supposed to be. Yeah. The lines between heel and face are a little more blurred. It feels a lot. It's not like this person's a bad guy, this person's a good guy. It's no, in this circumstance against this wrestler, this is why you're presented this way. This is your story being told this way.
Yeah. And like MJF really has played both sides. He's played face, he's played heel. Some people don't like his face work as much as his heel work. He's kind of this like anti-hero. When you do want to cheer for him, you do cheer for him. When you boo him, it's because it's fun to boo him.
You're gonna clip this and I'm gonna hate every comment I get about it. Are him and Seth Rollins kind of like the comparison for the companies?
Ooh, that would be a fire clip, and yes.
Like, where when you want to hate Seth, it's so easy to hate him. But every time he comes out, I want to whoa with him. And, like, you get what I'm saying. It feels like no matter what side he's on, the crowd has the reaction they should.
For sure.
Or the reaction you want to give is the character he is. And I feel like Seth and him do that equally. Where they're both massively annoying heels. And their face work is like, you're better suited to be a heel, but I still like you as a face.
No, that's an interesting discussion for sure. I think, yeah, I definitely see the comparisons between him and Seth Rollins, but I think MJF just kind of does it better. I don't know if you didn't see any of Raw actually. Seth Rollins had a promo and he just got no pop at all.
Oh no, I saw.
Yeah, he said I always have a plan B, and nobody fucked with him.
Yeah, but I just think
people fuck with MJF.
Yeah, I think it's just because they did a predictable angle. I don't think that's on Seth in particular. They did a good job of swerving us on it. When Becky was posting that, I was like, oh, cool, we're good. But yeah, I don't know. We've talked. We'll talk more about that swerve at the end.
Yeah.
because I want to kind of just like do a summary of wrestling.
No, of course.
But yeah, I think that's the comp. I feel like if you had to make a comp, those two go very well together. But I agree. I think MJF. I just think the crowd's more responsive to MJF.
I think a lot of the AEW crowd is just more responsive in general.
Yeah, no, the AEW crowd's much louder.
Well, it's just because you're giving the people what they want. You're not having to censor their crowd chants. You're not having to censor their boos for your choices.
Yeah, I think one thing WWE does is they force the narrative they want.
Yeah.
When I feel like AEW narrative is the story that's told, and the crowd takes it as they take it,
which can switch on the
which I've seen go bad. I've seen this like the free market of ideas for the crowd go bad for the AEW,
yeah.
Where they don't get the reaction they want, and everyone clowns it on Twitter, right? But also like. When it hits that much harder because the crowd cares so much more. But I also feel like, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like AEW is more of a wrestling fan's show.
Oh, yeah.
The casual's going to watch WWE, the casual's not going to watch AEW, just as if you're paying to go to an AEW show, you probably care about wrestling more than if you're taking your kids to a WWE event.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Marks go to AEW shows.
Yeah, I think marks go to AEW shows and casuals are like, oh, WWE's in town?
Yeah.
Oh, let me go root for the guys I know.
And, we're just two marks that watch wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Is Mark Briscoe cool?
Speaking of marks.
Is Mark Briscoe cool?
No, Mark Briscoe, I really do like Mark Briscoe. He's grown into a huge singles talent since the passing of his brother. His brother died in a car accident 2-3 years ago.
Rest in peace.
And ever since that, Mark Briscoe has trying to been establishing himself as like this solo competitor, slowly in Ring of Honor, slowly in AEW. He had to establish himself. Like for a very long time, the Briscoe brothers weren't even allowed on AEW TV.
Jeez. So
it's like, just even having him on TV is a very big deal. He's kind of fighting for the legacy of his brother. He knows redneck kung fu, chicken kung fu.
He's missing his front teeth.
He's missing his front teeth. And he's a lot of fun to watch.
The match was really fun. The MJF Briscoe match was fun. My main note is MJF is a hilarious seller.
Yeah.
The way he sells is funny. Like, I found myself throughout this AEW show laughing more than I do at WWE, and I don't know if that's normal or if it's just my first time experiencing it, and that's why it's funny. But I feel like it's a like how it dips more into entertainment. Like MJF walking away from the match is just like funny. And like those kinds of things, like the way sometimes the way he sells is just like when he's laying on the floor and his feet are draping on the ring. It's like, all right, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he definitely. And this isn't even just the tip of the iceberg for MJF selling. MJF
I've
is
seen
one of my
hilarious clips.
One of my favorite vocal sellers.
Oh yeah,
he talks. He'll like get caught in the middle of a move. He'll go, "Oh, what the?"
I've seen
get
those,
slammed, and it's like. It's fun. It's fun watching him wrestle.
That's the thing I wish Solo would do with his animations. Like Solo does the animated, but he doesn't say anything. I wish he would say things, but that's where like when Solo goes up to a powerbomb and he like prays.
Yeah.
He's like
yeah.
Like that, but MJF does that vocally a lot more.
And I think that's just
the tip of the iceberg.
Well, just as we've said with a lot of these wrestlers, they're coming from their independent background. They're not just trained in this
arena style,
like WWE arena style. So they have to learn to cater and be loud to high school gyms, to these smaller venues.
And it translates
to make sure it sounds like it hurts.
Yep.
Because
dude, those super kicks sounded a lot louder tonight than they usually do.
Because it's a lot harder to fake something in front of 12 people in a high school gym than it is a big arena,
which is so like crazy to think about. Like it's so backwards.
But MJF and Mark Briscoe put on a very good match. We've kind of been waiting on this match for a while now, making fun of his tiny kosher pickle. MJF did nothing wrong, kind of like using cheap heel tactics, rolling out of the ring, trying to, you put the ref in front of him, put the crowd in front of him, roll away from the table, and he nearly gets away with a count-out victory over Mark Briscoe here.
Until Briscoe tries to jump in,
gets hit with MJF's signature or finisher, I'm not quite sure.
Something.
The heat-seeking missile, I believe.
Was that it?
Heat seeker?
So I think it's the heat seeker, something like that. So
Heat-seeking driver or something? But he wins with that move off the rope, but Mark Briscoe threw his leg up on the rope, and MJF quickly, before the ref reverses his decision, throws his leg off of the rope and throws Mark Briscoe's phone onto the damn floor. No, this was a great match. It wasn't a no DQ match, and that's something that you didn't even comment on that
the table broke and it wasn't a no DQ match.
Well, the table broke, but also they were fighting out in the ring and stuff. Something you'll notice with AEW is they kind of get loosey goosey with the rules when they want to. If the ref doesn't want to call countouts, they're like, yeah, you can fight in the crowd, but you better get back in here, guys. You guys are.
But technically, Briscoe didn't put MJF through the table because he missed, so it's not a DQ because
that's not a DQ anyway.
He jumped himself through. That's what I'm saying. He jumped himself through the table. So even if they wanted to call a DQ, they couldn't. But I get what you're saying. I didn't even recognize. But it's also just he wasn't counting, so I didn't tell.
Well, that's the thing. It's just AEW is just very loosey goosey.
But then they try to make it a count out thing at the end. I get what you mean. I could have commented, but I don't. But like I said, I think it flowed so well, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
And that's what's fun. I wasn't sitting there
man, where's the rules? Where's my count out?
That's what makes these, you're so caught up with how exciting the match is or, what's happening in the match.
You don't care that the rules are being broken.
Exactly. It can be stretched a little bit, and you're like, okay, cool, they're fighting in the crowd. I wish they did that more.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a pretty good show. It was a solid. It was a solid AEW show. I wouldn't say it was their best, but I definitely would not say it's their worst.
I think it was a really fortunately, it was a good intro show.
It was a very good intro show to kind of
no payoffs to feuds.
Yeah.
The only payoff was the Hurt Syndicate dropping MJF, but I was informed of that on Twitter, so I kind of still cared a little. You know what I mean? That was the only thing I missed out on, being informed of rivalry wise or things that are important. I got to see the fatal 4-way into the title match that if we would have watched next week would have been how did she earn this match? You know what I mean? We got to see a great intro episode, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched AEW before. You've watched clips and stuff online. Would you watch AEW again?
Yes.
Would you consistently watch AEW?
If I'm free, we do the pod on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So it depends on what time you show up.
Yeah.
And what time we want to record. But yeah, I would. I don't know about consistently, but I think it's more of if I'm home on a Wednesday, I'd watch it, and on Twitter I'll follow, but I'll be informed. I don't know if I'll watch.
Yeah,
I can barely commit to watching WWE television.
This was a fun little thought experiment just because we are so mad at the WWE right now that we wanted to watch something different. We want to do react videos to other companies. If you want to promote old NXT, old WWE, WF matches, or even AEW matches that they've been uploading on YouTube, please let us know. Just to cover some of the basic stuff for WWE, if you wanted to go over that real quick before we...
SummerSlam, overall, I think it was good. I think it was way better than WrestleMania.
Well, yeah,
match quality wise, I feel match quality was better. I
don't think
other than finishes.
I don't think I agree. It was not better than
SummerSlam
Wrestle.
was better.
I
think the triple threat women's match was just as good. I think if Jelly Roll wasn't on SummerSlam, this would be so much of an easier case for me.
For sure.
But other than that match, I loved all the matches on SummerSlam. I didn't love all the finishes.
Yeah.
The finishes tainted a lot of how we feel about SummerSlam, I think. And I don't mean finishes as in who won and lost. I think they made the right choices in those categories.
Yeah.
But I think the literal finishes like Tala Tonga kicking the cage door and it hitting Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa on the head at the same time, and Solo falls out, but yet they're playing Jacob Fatu's music on the way out. Like, stuff like that was just like, really, guys?
Yeah.
But I think overall the show and the finish, like who won, who lost, was better decision making than WrestleMania. I think that's where my logic was at.
Clearer decision making. Maybe it still sucked.
Yeah.
But hopefully we're not ending up with any like loose ends that we're never wrapping up, any multi-platinum rappers that will never show up again. You know, I'm the only platinum selling rapper to show up at SummerSlam. That was a bar from John Cena.
Yeah, I'm happy John Cena's a face again. I think we didn't get to talk about that really.
That's about as the only kind of that's the only good thing
from what's happening. Yeah, no, I'm happy we got to see a face John Cena and a face Cody Rhodes. Like, we got to see the passing of the torch moment. That is the passing of the torch moment. It is, here's the belt, I'm done, you are the new guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we wanted when this started.
Stash Club did say that this easily could have been Cena's retirement match.
Oh, 100%. I honestly wish it was. Because I think it was the best match he's had in 10 years.
Yeah.
It was such a good match. Like, yes, there was 8 AAs. I don't care. The match was really good. I think even Dave Meltzer said this is the best Cena match he's seen in a really, really long time. It was a great match. I know we're upset about the moral implications of Brock Lesnar, but I think I lied on the last reaction episode when I said without the allegations we wouldn't be at least a little hype about this. Like,
don't rope me into this.
You can't tell the story of John Cena without Brock Lesnar, and it's unfortunate. We're gonna have to have this. Hopefully, it's just a one-time thing. It's a one match, and we don't have to deal with it for the rest of the tour. Hopefully, it's just one stop on the retirement tour. That's the hope you have to have with this.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him to stick around and contend for titles.
Well, that's the one issue with the retirement tour is, like, I think he's only down to like 8 or 10 like
we got
appearances.
4 months. We got 4 months. So if he uses 4 or 5 of his appearances on Brock, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
I can't wait to predict who his last match is gonna be.
Karrion Kross.
Obafemi would be sick as. I'm gonna sit on that until it happens because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
But I'm gonna sit on it until it happens.
Won't be Karrion Kross either because he's not signing the WWE contract anytime soon.
Isn't that crazy? He's leaving. Not really. I mean,
it's not crazy. It's just like
he found a way to make his money now. He did the right thing of getting hot in your last 6 months before you leave.
Yeah.
You get really, and that's the thing. WWE tries to rope you in and let you get hot, and then you re-sign for 3 years, and they put you on the shelf until you're almost done again. Karrion Kross said, "No, I'm gonna get hot, and I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go make my money on the indies." We've seen a lot of people do it. Matt Cardona comes to mind, where he went and made his money on the indies, and who's to say that doesn't lead him down the road of AEW in the future, or even back to TNA where he can be the top TNA guy? Like, I think Karrion Kross has a future ahead of him. It's just the WWE isn't set up for somebody who, I mean, if I'm going to be dead honest, unfortunately, he's a lot better with this in his hand than he is as an in-ring worker. And that is what's going to hinder him in a lot of places.
Yeah.
He's an amazing mouthpiece, but it's just you don't have the in-ring technical capabilities to want to strap you up with a belt. And that's what sucks.
Yeah, I don't think he could not hold a championship. I think very well he could hold a championship, but he definitely.
I just don't see him holding a WWE or AEW belt. It doesn't seem like he's that kind of wrestler.
Yeah.
But I can easily see him holding a TNA world title. I can see him holding a different indie promotion that I don't know the name of's world title and being their main guy. You know, it's where you are. It's time and place, and he's gonna go get his money on the indies because of the work he did.
Yeah, it is where you are and time and place, and we've come to our time at this place. It's the end of the episode, guys. Please follow that damn podcast at Pod-A-Mania Pod _EWL3 _Bozo or _EWL3 at Bozo Dills. And, shout out Janos GFX for our new podcast cover.
Thank you. Follow them on Twitter.
Follow them on Twitter. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we should resume normal episodes next week of the WWE version of this show. That was it. That wasn't like a good part.
It was be like hitting like the Ben 10 wrist thing, and the next episode I'm gonna come back as like a Ben 10 alien.
He's like a little freak guy in that.